and move forward. Stefan asked him, "Are you saying this because of our recent encounters with them, or because you know of my personal pet, the Reeve, with House Methuselah, basically?"
Because I know they have been a thorn in your side. If the Inquisition is on our side, perhaps we can isolate them. But they would of course become your mortal enemies. No longer mere diplomatic unfriendliness, but overt hostility. Especially discoupled from the Imperium once we enter the portal.
I'm certain that you yourself have much to gain from their removal. However, I did promise the late Novator, for his son, took control of the house, that I would be the end of him and his dynasty. And his son did tell me that if I were to strike him down, two more will take his place. I will hold him to that, as I really wish the fun of ripping their bloodline should never end.
A slight, gleeful smile is going to form on his face.
Then you will disband House Maimon, House Methuselah forever.
Mayhaps. It depends whether you yourself will be alongside us.
I will take your command as always.
Thank you, Novator. Your trust in our capabilities has been proven again and again to be wise. I doubt now you would pull out of a deal.
I will not engage the House without your support, and I will never engage in war with them alone, only with the support of your troops.
However, I do wish to ask something of you.
Yes?
House
Yes?
Methuselah. It has been in contact with a certain individual. Tell me, have you ever heard of Esarnerdor? Apologies for pronunciation, my Eldar is quite limited.
I cannot seem to recollect such a name.
Oh,
Who is that?
we believe it to be a Eldari, which house Methuselah has been in contact with. How should I say this? The sector governors believe that both House Methuselah and your house, as it seems, has been in contact with such a Xenos.
That is odd.
Indeed.
I would have heard of it.
Would you?
Yes?
I would like to scrutinize him.
Cool.
Obsessed with 6.
That's a security test.
Oh, my bad.
It's okay.
Success with 5.
Yeah, he's lying.
He's sliming on me?
He's lying.
Novator, your rejuvenant treatments seem to have been quite fruitful. Your face seems quite lively. However, in this situation, it seems to have betrayed you. You do know of the individual I speak. Evidence supports it. And I would dare say that you do a very poor attempt of hiding it, almost as if you are revealing it intentionally.
No? I assure you, if I remembered the name, I would have told you. We have an agreement. I have no interest in deceiving you.
Novator, with a straight-up back and formal voice. I wish to inform you that whatever dealings or contact with the Xenos you had, they will be barred and especially
We have spoken with some Eldar. However, they were threats. We were responding to the threat. We would never communicate in a friendly manner with the vile Seeds. As you know, we are dependent on you to protect us from the alien. We would never seek audience or diplomacy with the vile, wretched scum of the universe.
And what has this threat been, Novator?
They've been attacking our vessels.
Indeed, I have seen that they have been quite active in this sector. However, we ourselves have been met with such resistance as the Eldari.
Well, I assure you, we have never spoken to them. Could you tell me where you heard this rumor?
From House Emetusalis Deitalum.
Ah, of course. Misinformation. They would have planted it for you to find. They would have planted
It
it
may
for
be
you
so,
to find.
however, the sector governors can also know of your involvement. And I think that they would be less agreeable than me. After all, they don't do much thinking.
Who is this Eldar? Why are you so concerned with this? This is an unexpected turn. I thought we had an understanding.
Are you familiar with the Apocrypha, Novator?
There are many apocrypha.
Ah, indeed. Very wise of you, Novator. However, there is one of great interest. Duruli's one.
As you say that, his eyes wander sort of through the room and to the orb.
Perhaps you yourself has not received a vision of our meeting?
I have not.
Or perhaps you know of the ruler yourself, and you know that in the past, the Inquisition and Eldari had their grievances.
That is why we're going through the gate. To resolve this ancient mystery.
Indeed, so if you know anything about the Eldari, you will be, of course, as our ally, eager to come forward with any information, correct?
Someone roll a diplomacy, intimidate, or charm at a -30.
Make kissy faces, quick!
Quick, just... can I get a bonus from the kissy faces? Someone assisting me with a charm?
Oh god.
So that's a no from the...
pretty in the background.
So that's no for the +10 from the assist?
Yeah,
Sorry,
sure.
My fellowship is really low. I'm not sure if I'm his type.
Hey man, all you got to do is put in the effort. It's a team play.
My character has no lips.
Fuck.
Oh.
Well,
I'm doing
no.
my best. Do whatever you can with your pipes from your skull. Oh, that was a flat. Okay. Success with 9.
God.
What in the...
Jesus.
You have
Jeez.
93?
Christ.
Jesus Christ, I feel a little bit outgunned in every aspect.
What exactly do you ask for here, Stefan?
I emphasize on the importance of our alliance. I emphasize in our commitment. Not only did we solve for your house one issue, but 3, and we did so gladly. Even when one of our acolytes misbehaved, and you, by your full right, turned your back at us and told us to go away, we understood you, and yet we still served you gladly. By working together, we can achieve much more. It is imperative that you offer the Inquisition all the necessary intelligence that they can use moving forward, so that we may ensure that your dynasty achieves its purpose and continues to maintain its purpose of bringing a prosperous future of mankind, and of course be rewarded so by all branches of the Imperium.
I sense some measure of threat in your voice. What if we don't comply?
Then we would both die. Once we go through that gate, we either work together or die together, Novator. There is no point in me sugarcoating this, and I am sure that you also are aware of this.
One last roll. Do a diplomacy test. -40.
That's a traitor, Scholastic.
Trade.
Or like the assist.
Yep.
I'm just gonna lean
Yeah.
just gonna lean forward and just say, I believe the Mechanicus could do a whole lot better.
Awesome. You get a +10.
Got it. Flat success. Well done.
Noise.
Noise.
He is going to, as if weakened, sort of fall down into his robe, tired, walk over and grab the orb, just looking at it, and then pat one of the children on the head, and slowly look to you. His vitality is gone. He looks like an old man, tired.
I see that the mask is off. There is no sense in secrecy now. Either we die or live together. Very well. There is an Eldar from a craft world. He contacted us. He said he could help us once we enter the gate. There are others like him, but they hate us. They seek to destroy humanity. A Senador sees it differently. He sees hope in us. He is not like the others. Not all Eldar are the same. I have spoken to him on many occasions. He promised to aid me with resources once we reach the other side. And I swore on our friendship that I wouldn't share this with anyone. Can I trust in your secrecy?
I will not reveal your secret to anyone.
Can I trust in your secrecy?
What you say to me will only reach the Inquisitor's ears, and I can assure you discretion is his forte. Chances are, by the next time we speak, I will not possess this information anymore.
I have never seen a Senador, but I believe that he is dead, speaking to me from beyond. He has spoken to many others. He is weaving a plot behind the scenes.
Has he
Yes.
mentioned Sacriel or Vatalin?
Yes, I remember that name. Sacriel, his friend. He is still alive.
His
He said he
friend.
would meet me at the other side. But as he is dead, I don't see how that is possible. Perhaps his spirit is waiting for us on the other side.
The
Nonetheless,
Xenos have
he
that one.
is incredibly influential and powerful. He can speak to other Eldar through the warp. And I believe he can help us.
Novator, his friend Satriel, he has been an informant to us. A vast pool of information, one we have worked on alongside with, sometimes reluctantly. This we're not afraid of hiding to you. As you have trusted with your secrets, I shall also reveal this one to you. He has also informed us that the situation with the Eldari right now, like you said before, they are very fractured. So you can understand why I wanted to make sure, why I pressured you to reveal your contact. As you said, some of them would want us extinct. Others see the
most
value of cooperation.
Only a few. The vast majority of them seek our destruction. And I believe that is what awaits us. But it remains to be seen.
Find
He
fate.
has a very serious, grim expression on his face. Sort of. His demeanor of friendliness is gone.
Novator.
Whatever awaits us on the other side, you have my allegiance.
Very well. Know that House Brabazon is also offered their allegiance. The time come, know that they are friends, and you shouldn't worry about them.
He will bow deeply.
Thank you, Novator. Is there anything further you wish to discuss with us?
I must rest. I trust that I will see you soon. We're departing for the Atmos station soon.
Indeed. If you would allow us, we would like to accompany you. The void can be quite treacherous at times, and it's best to add another vessel to your escort, is it not?
I accept.
Very well.
Ashalwis will turn around from the cogitator on the wall, grab his staff, and with some coordinates that you can see on the screen, he is going to walk over. And you look behind you as the Novator is being taken into another chamber. Everyone begins to leave the room, and Ashalwis is standing there ready to lead you.
Stefan will disengage as he's holding his head in both of his hands and just follow Ash always. And he would remain silent. If anyone were to speak with him, he would be far too focused in his own thoughts.
Stefan, you regain a fate point.
Oh boy, I have one fate point.
Burn it! Burn it quickly!
Wait, regain it as in increase threshold or
No, you
just...
regain a burned fate point.
Oh, I don't have any burned fate points. Okay,
Then
thank you.
Then you just
I'll take one. I'll take one.
Very well done. You are going to leave the station in the ship the same way you arrived. After a little while, you're going to see a part of the station sort of section off on its own and sort of glide out into space. You follow it, and you can see this huge warp portal very close to where you are, and you are just slowly drifting towards it. You're all on board the ship, and you have a last preparations you would like to do before you land. You're not authorized to enter the portal yet, but you're going to land on the station right outside the portal, where everyone is getting ready to leave. And you're still on your ship. Anything?
Approximately how much time do we have in between going into the portal and having time for ourselves?
You're a little bit low, Samuel. Can you speak up?
About how much time do we have between entering the portal and having time to prepare?
So you're first going to be on the space station. You're going to be on the space station for at least a couple of days before the houses are ready to leave. And then they all leave at the same time. And you live with them. And the journey is going to take anywhere from minutes to hours.
Gotcha.
And you're now approaching the Artemis space station. Would anyone like to do anything on the ship before you dock?
I would like to introduce myself to the new assassin.
Yes. So you're gonna step on the ship.
Mhm.
And yeah, go ahead.
Do I just pull on? Hang on. My token out here somewhere. Gun room. Or should I be in the wardroom?
Oh, it's totally up to you.
Eh.
Where you want to be.
My token removed. So he's sitting there, putting some guns apart, cleaning barrels and the spring loaders and the yada yada. I don't know. I'm not American. I don't know guns. As you step in, he has like 3 various guns on the table in various states of being pulled apart.
Ripsaw will gently walk past you and stare at the guns, and you see the mechadendrites, the manipulators, start like just snaking it through the guns and stuff and start pulling various pieces out that were dirty.
I'm gonna say you all gather for a debriefing before entering the space station.
Samuel's going to come in with 2 glasses of Armasac, one for our new comrade in arms, and one for himself. For you.
He looks a bit at Ripsaw. Still, not with a hostile look, but I mean, it's clear he's not enjoying what he's seeing as he looks away at towards Sam and pulls out a hand and takes the glass or mug or whatever it was. Looks at it a bit. Appreciate it.
Just something to calm the nerves. In a short while, I would like to press those memories that you had earlier. It's not at all pleasant, but
I have various fields of specialization. Warp thingeries is not one of them.
I wholeheartedly agree.
It's encountering the warp is never pleasant, even for those who are, let's say, more experienced in it, more invenerated, but still, there could be a thread from your mind which we may be able to exploit. And given where we're going soon, we may need that knowledge sooner than later here.
Well, I have said that I am at your disposal, if this is what you need of me. He says and gives a glance towards Stefan. Out of character, he was the one leading you, right?
Currently.
Yeah. Right.
If you're at our disposal, then Would you mind stepping into the sick bay for a little bit?
With you?
You see like something like a grin, a toothy grin come up to my face.
Don't take this the wrong way, but something is going to be disposed if you do.
Of course, I was thinking of removing a few pieces off of you.
You should downgrade a insinuation software.
No, I was thinking a cerebral implant would work for you.
He's looking at Stefan Sandel like, is this guy for real? Like points at him a little bit.
You gradually become accustomed to his ways, but
Well, takes another swig. Well, it's not like this is gonna hurt any. So, how can I help you trying to recall these sights and feelings from the orb?
I break out in a nondescript black briefcase. I pop the lid. You see various vials, pieces of esoteric equipment, things that you've never quite seen before. It looks like part of it could be a torture kit, but you don't see any kind of serrated blades or anything like that. Nothing that you would have seen in your previous training.
In my own kit.
I look over the contents of each, and I extract a small bottle. This stuff helps you relax, and it's going to be in a certain mind state that you're going to need yourself to, how do you say this? You will be able to brace against the impact of what had previously been seen.
Looks at the bottle a little bit after getting the idea that this is not in fact a trick and how the previous tale was lost. He's gonna take it.
If we wanted to force you to do this, we could do so very easily, but I figured that this would be the easier of the two ways.
If me remembering is what you require, then so be it. It'll probably not be the worst thing I've gone through. But I gotta say, if you just need someone dead, I could really do that for you instead.
One thing. May I go ahead and sample your blood for a moment?
Touch me and you're gonna lose an arm.
Touching you may save your life.
No way to be sure.
You'll have to excuse Ripsaw here. He does have questionably good intentions, but I have not seen him slack once. He's been a very, very good ally, and
I am saddened to learn. I am saddened to learn. I am saddened. We are saddened to learn that you do not
There are,
contact
however, some things I will not do.
us.
Don't be childish.
We are
It was only
saddened to
hurt
learn that you did
temporarily.
not contact us. But we know
My previous statement stands.
we are saddened to learn that you did not contact us.
Voice darkens
However,
noticeably.
You have made your choice.
Talk with or look at you with hostile intentions before. Now it's somewhat there.
Ripsaw's going to lean right into your face and he will say, "Very well. No touching. Then, as your secondary medic, I will not touch you and respect your decision. At that, he will start moving away from you.
You may regret that in the future. Ripsaw is one for literalism, as are his kind.
Yeah, well, I'm not short on regrets, says, and he takes a swig of the bottle of black fluid. Did I get that right?
This particular vintage is sorry, yes.
So, what happens as he takes a swig?
At that, Ripsaw's going to take one of the needles and put it in Doggo's mouth, and he's like, Doggo, go give me a sample of blood.
Asshole dog! Ah! No, bad doggy! So, question. What happens as he takes a swig of this black fluid? Is he still, conscious? There is.
As you take a swig of the armor sack, or are you taking something else?
No, didn't you hand him the...
Oh, it's just a small vial. I just handed it to you to look at. It's just a clear fluid. It's not meant to be consumed.
Well, fuck. I misunderstood that whole...
Uh-oh.
Yeah, it's just meant to be an injectable. There's
just like
it's just an injectable.
injector thing.
Exactly. It would be
got
clear
it.
from context that you're not supposed to pop the top, nor is it possible to pop the top.
He puts it in his mouth and starts chewing. Oh, kind of glassy.
I'm not a certified dentist.
A dog can't possibly be a mechanicus, can it?
It's more of a servitor.
So I don't think he would be as adverse to the dog.
Just talk in character, think what would your character, how would you express this as your character, right?
Oh, basically they say that Ripsaw will literally try to save his life, and he would kill Ripsaw before Ripsaw got to try to, because personal reasons. Dog, however, more trust towards, so, I mean...
So visually what happens in the room?
The dog goes towards him with a, I don't fucking know, needle in his mouth. How is the dog jumping at my face? It's the only part of exposed skin, I think.
So just we just make up stuff it's corporate
Okay, yeah.
So just make up whatever, Ripsaw can make up.
Go for it.
Yeah, so Doggo is just having troubles holding the needle, as will drop it occasionally and try to pick it up. Just having troubles with it.
Fuck. Cassius is looking at it, usually gruff, raising an eyebrow. Reaches down a hand. Here, boy, hand it. As if he's trying to get the dog to drop it in his hand.
Doggo will comply and start wagging his tail.
Right. He's doing it. Put it up, jam it into his arm and take a sip of it. Or
Wrong vein.
Syringe. I know my own fucking veins. Oh wait. He says, and he puts it in the next, also correct vein.
The servitor has been going around lighting several candles in the room. The room now is lit with a comfortable orange glow. The only light in the room. There are a series of vials and bottles on the table. Several comfortable leather chairs for you to sit in, and a work desk.
Does the servitor have a pocket?
Sure.
We're gonna take out a throne and just put it in its pocket and just pat him on the head.
The servitor's gonna turn around confused and just wobble off out of the room.
Did you just tip the servitor, Ripsaw?
Inspiration point. For tipping a servitor. It's the first.
Yes. It's tipping its master.
I'm sure Somatri will appreciate your alms, I guess.
Guys,
Of course.
is this common around here?
Stefano turn to you and say, that priest man.
What can you do?
Under
so
his breath, he mutters, Jettison them. Jettison them.
After treading around for a while, Samuel's going to look down at his antique chrono and say, that's been about 40 minutes. The armor site should have processed by now through your body, and we can proceed without fear of any kind of synergistic effects or any kind of antagonistic mishaps. If I could have your left arm.
Right. He hands it out, assuming you need some part of exposed skin. It like uncovers two separate parts of tight-fitting, sturdy clothing.
If you could bottle up your fist, and I'm going to go ahead and extract the liquid from the small vial, feel around for a vein, and plunge the needle directly into the vein. As you see this, you're going to feel a thick viscous fluid enter your arm, then your chest, and then your legs. It's as though a heavy blanket were placed on you all of a sudden. Your eyes start to unfocus a little bit, but you're still fully in control of your body as well as your mind, but you're put into a different state. All of your anxieties seem to melt away. Problems could be delayed until tomorrow. We'll just let you sit here for another 5 minutes. Feel free to lay back, but don't fall asleep.
You see the room drifting, sort of disappearing around you. If you look at the table, you see some strange colors, sort of these particles start flying in the air, multicolored particles. Some images are going to flash through your mind and then you disappear.
Are you guys just fast tracking to get insanity points for Cassius?
Seems like it.
Okay, let's see where this trip takes me. He's going to try to sit upright and straight for as long as he realizes he still has a spine, I guess.
Eventually, Cassius is going to slide down the wood chair. You see his jaw sort of tightened. He maintains his tough exterior until the last moment of awareness. Stiff, rigid, he just suddenly slumps down in the chair. His head bumps on the side of the headrest, and he is out.
I snap my fingers 3 times. Wake up.
Do
I don't know. Have you fallen asleep? Or are you just about on the brink here?
Yes.
I'm gonna shake you awake. I told you to stay awake.
Huh?
Open your eyes.
He
and
does.
I'm going to use my hands as manual forceps, and I'm gonna check your eye dilation.
I don't know what you see.
Your eyes are quite dilated.
Awesome.
Okay, perfect. He may be a little bit sensitive here, but that's no surprise.
Samuel, when do we start drugging our patients?
No, this is just a special procedure that I've found to be quite effective over the years in extracting knowledge that would otherwise be very difficult to
This is now an interrogation.
You can call it whatever you wish, but the bottom line is we need this knowledge, whatever it may be. After all, the Novator, I doubt that he would be so generous as to. I doubt that he would give this generosity and expect us not to produce something from it.
I see. Doggo, go lick his face continuously.
No, don't.
It's definitely slathering all over your face.
An interesting version of waterboarding, I must assure.
In your dream, there's like a huge monster. But is he awake now? Or is he sleeping?
I don't know.
You're in a semi-conscious state.
Okay, sort of like
you're definitely,
hypnosis.
you're definitely in a lucid state, but you're kind of drifting in and out. Exactly, it's along the line of hypnosis, but it's medically sound.
Sure.
Think back. You're back in the Novator's chambers. You look into the orb. What do you see?
His fists tightens.
Let it happen. Let it
Samuel,
happen.
I'm gonna make you roll a interrogation skill. Even though this isn't an interrogation, it follows the same procedure of psychology, tricking the mind. So
Sure.
Okay.
I would like to assist.
I really hate that I don't have anything in willpower, and that
Or
it's
like
also a
the-
willpower-based check.
Can I just roll an interrogation as well?
Hey, stay awake here.
My brain.
Yes. You also lean over the chair and start whispering into his ear. Go ahead.
Okay, my Mechadendrite gives me a +10 to interrogation.
Yeah, that makes sense. You're like massaging him, making him feel comfortable.
Bro, what the
God.
fuck?
I hate all
What
of
the
you.
fuck?
Okay, never mind.
You got like 6, 7, 8, 9 degrees of success
You-
before.
You're just listening
yes,
to a
yes.
dull conversation, and this iron rod is like prodding you in the chest really uncomfortably, and it's not doing
Alright.
anything.
Here's the thing. Is
Feel
Rip-
the cooling metal.
Doc will step forward.
Can I ask quick? For some reason, even though he should be half catatonic, just be back in that room. Whenever Ripsaw says anything or touches Cassius, it seems to react semi-violently, like shaking, jittering. Touch me.
I've never seen this kind of
Samuel.
reaction. I've never seen this kind of reaction occur.
Short wreck bastards.
You haven't given him enough medication as Doc steps forward, injecting a little bit more through the IV that's set up, and begins interrogating him himself.
Doc, you Medicaid test at -20.
Oh, okay.
You can do a trade chemist if you would.
At a -20?
Nice.
I'll just do the Medicaid because I know I'm going to blow out the water. Yeah, success was 7. And then for my interrogation, success with 1.
So you got you don't get a +20 on your interrogation.
Not from the coordinated interrogation from the others?
Oh, you're coordinated. Sure.
Okay.
You should probably get that too.
Yeah, I have a +5 for you as well on that coordinated.
It starts
So that's
working,
2 degrees.
Cassius. You begin to see strange visions.
Yeah. I see something.
Yes, yes, remember. Tell me what is inside the ore.
Strange visions? What do I see?
Focus
Yes.
on one thing. Don't lose yourself here.
You're
What
on
do
a
you see?
journey through time, flowing along the currents of your memory,
Oh, that's beautiful, Duck.
slowly arriving to your destination. Tell me what you see now, Case. Tell me.
So, this works like a word of association type of game. So, you bring up something in his mind, and that might bring images from the dream that he has forgotten. So, think of like a topic.
The planets. I picture something green. Tell me of its lifefulness. How vibrant was this world?
I want you to do a lore test for nature at a
Me?
-20.
For Cassius?
Duck.
Oh, Duck. Okay.
So this is your ability to imagine and fill in the details of the world he told you about, but make it lush and detailed and
Success with 5.
realistic.
Is it a flower?
So you're gonna describe in beautiful details this world, picture the animals, see the rivers, running down the streams of a mountain. You're in the valley. Right now you can see, and you like keep describing these landscapes, waiting for a reaction.
It is a planet. I'm sorry.
And finally, Cassius, you're gonna see this world much clearer than in the vision. And you're gonna see a world with a burning city, and very soon you're going to see many other burning cities, and you're going to see a presence inside the world that lives inside of it, that is being held hostage. It is giving life to nature. So it is springing forth in animals, in the skies, giving color to the sky, to the water, keeping the world alive. But it's unhappy. It's imprisoned. It's alive. And this world is being kept artificially alive. The presence sort of reaches out, and that's the last thing you see. There are a lot of alien creatures there that you've never seen before. What is the next thing you would like to bring forth in his mind?
The city that, the first initial city that's on. The architecture. What do you remember of the buildings, Case? Anything distinguishing them from regular constructs?
Do a... You can do a common lore. Askellon sector. Or Imperium at -20.
Success with 3.
So you're gonna bring up various hypothetical ways the city could look. Is it walled off? Does it have many stories? Is it underground? Is there a government there? Who's in charge? What do they look like? You keep running through this minute after minute. You see Cassius just laying there, motionless. Finally, as you describe the city like a fortress, tall walls and a large army, you see his brows start to move, and he's like raising one eyebrow slowly, sort of sinking back into the seat. And Cassius, you will see a giant fortress city in a desert. You can see someone wandering off out of the gate in search of water. In the distance, there's a burning city, and you can see a giant machine standing up in the middle of the city, racing up, sort of like it sort of looks like a transformer. This is a giant fucking machine, and it is just going to take one step and crush the city, and you see this earth sort of shake around you. And you see the people there crying, screaming as buildings are burning. And you will communicate this.
Bad shit. There is a Titan, much bigger than any in the Imperium of Man. It is standing above a city. With a single step, it's reducing it to ashes, pain and death. Oh, no, not my mic. There's screaming, dying. Mic's back.
Awesome.
It's on fire. It is all burning.
Cassie is still in this suggestible state for a little while longer. What do you do?
Who are the ones doing the burning, and who are the burns? Can you see their faces?
Yes,
Can you hear
yes.
their screams?
Are they human?
You can choose between a charm test or criminal cartels.
1 second. 1 second.
Samuel, since you're asking.
Let's do criminal cartels.
Mm-hmm.
And would this be considered a recorded source or no? Since he is saying this live.
I assume one of you has pressed rec on your pic recorder. Probably Ripsaw is standing there with his built-in camera.
Yes.
Recording this. Or at least Doggo is.
Doggo is. I have him on the table now.
3 degrees of success.
Very nice. Sam, you go through various scenarios of gangs, armies, rot from within. How did this happen? How did the city fall? Eventually, Cassius, he will be brought into a trance-like state where you see a divide between the people living underground, imprisoned, rebelling, spilling out into the streets. They were being held down for their special powers. Eventually, they rebelled. At the same time, there is an attack from the outside. An invasion from an alien species. You see humans being picked up in the air and thrown around like ragdolls. Rivers of blood and walls of flame standing up in the city. The humans are fighting against each other, and the aliens are just ripping the city apart. There are many other cities on the planet, and all of them fall. And right now you're in the equivalent of a bad trip. So you're like seeing all the worst things, and you are in a state of panic. And I want you to do a willpower roll with a -20, please.
Okay, I hit all of me.
It's okay. It's okay. Think of a warm cup of Armasac. The
Armasek!
It just makes it worse.
Here goes inspiration point. Can't make it much worse.
Yeah, you can use a real inspiration point here. I suggest you do.
There we go.
Oh Jesus!
the voice
Oh.
of
Armasek!
Your-
Armasek! Armasek.
Someone probably has your glass. You like start to calm down.
How did the alien look?
So the alien is just a nondescript creature, a shadow. It's unlike anything you've ever seen. It's going to pick men up and just throw them hundreds of feet up in the air into buildings. It's like bouncing off of buildings.
We don't know whether they're Damon. They could be little grey men.
Shh. Don't say that out loud.
Okay. It's so his pulse is starting to skyrocket. He's sweating, but he's like shaking a little bit. But he's like, staying in there. They're dying, all of them. They're all dying in the city. Humans, men, and women, and children. Their attacker. It's not human. It's not anything. It's alien. Evil.
You see, Cassius, you see 6 capital-sized ships, spaceships, hovering outside the planet's atmosphere in a constellation.
Ships, frigates, giant ships above the atmosphere, above the planet. There's 6 of them.
Right now, like Cassius is just standing in a desert. You're outside the city. You're just seeing like burning cities on either side. Looking up through the skies, there's like these lightning shards just flying across the skies. Some kind of disturbance, and through that you see several ships flying off, leaving you stranded on the planet. And the last thing you see is just inferno, fire raining down from the sky as Imperial ships will start to approach, and they're all opening fire, raining down batteries and missiles down to the planet.
Devastation everywhere. To left, right, like his head jits from right to left. Above me, around me, everywhere. Destruction, fire, sky orbital bombardments. Nothing left alive. Nothing can be alive.
And this is still the aliens?
Destruction everywhere.
No,
Imperial
the
ships.
No, I
Give an
heard.
inspiration point, Cassius.
Yeah, he.
No, I understand that it's not.
No, he mentions Imperial ships.
Okay.
At one point, I mentioned frigate, but I actually don't know the classifications. That might be wrong. Sorry. I don't. Everywhere around me.
Do you want to stay in the vision? It might incur some mental damage.
Stefan would tap Sam's shoulder and say that it might be best to pull him out.
Doc waves a hand off. No, this is too valuable. We need to know what ships these are. Maybe this is a vision of what's yet to come to pass, and this information could be invaluable.
What's the next question?
Stay within your dream, Case. Follow the memory. Tell us more of what you see. Are these ships that have been stationed here in the Blood Mequin system.
At this point, Cassius, I want you to do willpower test at -30.
Guys! Get me out of this trip!
Pull him out, Sam.
Ah, fuck.
He can have my inspiration to reroll.
This isn't about you, Doc. It will rattle his mind. He will most likely become catatonic.
You gain
And
5
then a
insanity.
servitor.
You gain 5 insanity points.
Get me out of here!
Seeing. Okay.
I
Seeing.
agree with Stefan. This is way longer than I've ever had anybody under, and I look at the chrono. Further time under this could cause untold damage to his psyche. And I pull another vial from the same briefcase, and inject it into the IV drip.
Cassius is going to, like his brows are coming together, forming this extreme expression of fear and concern, and is like gripping the rest of his chair, falling deeper and deeper into it, pushing himself down. You can see him clenching down, his teeth sort of holding back, as if he's trying to avoid something in front of him, like there's a fire in front of him.
Cassius, I want you to hear my voice.
Tell us.
Remember, I want you to hear my voice. What you feel now is soft green grass, warm wind.
I'm gonna let you
Sound
go
of your
last answer
mother.
because you asked something. What was the last one?
I would like to inject him with a muscle relaxer.
Yeah. What was the last one? Question.
Um,
The last vision.
Of what he's
Okay,
currently
my kid is
seeing.
crying. I need to go. You guys, this session is over. 300 XP for everyone.
Okay.
We can keep on role playing.
Yep.
It's okay.
Keep on rolling.
Yeah. So, Sam, pull him out.
Please and thank you!
It'll take a few minutes. But he'll come down.
And eventually he will, I imagine.
So,
Yeah,
Doc,
I'm just gonna take a towel and kind of pat it against your forehead. You're absolutely dripping right now. Make sure that your blood pressure's even.
Doc, does anything remind you of something?
Yes. From the records of what he's speaking of, it sounds that Mechanicus is on that planet in force enough to employ an Imperator Titan. On top of, maybe if this is a future event, it sounds like there's already someone there now before we will arrive. Whoever that is, we should probably try to neutralize them as they try to flee from orbit and take them if we can.
Possibly. We already know of several factions. However, they stain the desert, the fleets above, the burning of the fleets in the sky, the burning of the earth on the ground. Does this sound familiar?
Cirrus Magnus?
No. I had the same dream a while back. Only I focus more on the navigator houses singing. I don't think much of it, honestly, more like subject of what they were singing. However, with this, we now have confirmation. Whatever awaits us past that gate ain't gonna be pretty.
No, but if there are loyal forces on the planet, they will surely aid us. Hopefully, whoever controls that Imperator is in a generous mood.
And it's just been lost since its founding. You really think that whatever is still out there remembers us as friends?
There is no telling who would keep their oaths or abandon them in such a state. There have been plenty of recorded worlds that have come back out of storms such as this, still loyal, but slightly changed.
Yeah, sure, we've both been to Rund. However, might I remind you, also, it was Rund. Wasn't a cakewalk, was it?
No, I would not expect this to be. We will probably need to requisition every available transport ship above Blood Mequin for this. And if we can, we're going to need Mechanicus engine support from the Legio Titanica.
Very doubtful they can make it here in time.
Well, then let's hope that the sparse Imperial Knights we have amongst us are strong enough to take this Imperator down, or at least keep it busy enough for a specialized assault squad to make ingress and disable it.
Navigator houses have made their deals with Lord traders, as well as, I assume, Three Blades. We will have knights and assets, don't worry, just not the official kind. Well done,
Yes.
by the way, Sam, as well as you, Doc. However, you did keep him a bit more than I wish to.
I thought that with him deeply in the throes, that maybe he would come across a breaking point and see something more than what he was originally shown. It's before we pulled him, it looked like he was at the final wall to seeing something either truly terrible or maybe the mastermind behind all this.
As I look down at Cassius as Sam is taking care of him, I turn back to Doc and say, well, I'll give him one thing. He possesses an unnaturally strong will. If with enough polish, he could be strong enough to face any horror in the future.
Possibly.
I agree. I've done this dozens of times, and I've yet to have a patient so tenacious. I think most men would have lost their marbles by now.
Same. Although he failed to kill you, at least he is capable of much more. Fear not, Doc. There's some use for him yet. He doesn't seem like dead weight, at least.
No, he does not. Though he will need to polish his ranged skills.
Fuck you, I'm also.
He seems still too jitter. Sam, how much until he's still cognizant?
He should be coming to now, within the next minute or so. How much of that is completely up to him?
Well, it doesn't seem like a quitter to me. Nor do I have enough patience to wait too long. As Stefan will look in your direction, waiting for some thought behind your eyes.
He's going to reach out with a hand for a flask of Amasec before he fully opens his eyes. Fuck. After which he will eventually open them properly.
Look at you, behaving like a drunkard on Aventin's most bountiful bars.
Alright. So where the fuck am I and how long have I been sitting here?
Look at Sam with his chrono.
You were under for 40 minutes. It's remarkable that you survived that session for that long.
Yeah.
I've never seen anything like it. Usually
Yeah.
I've noticed that around the 30-minute mark, the 29-minute mark, people start babbling, but you held together remarkably well. I do want to perform a quick test though. Can you count to 10 very quickly for me?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Now, did I mention anything about something you should not know about?
Just the typical apocalyptic state scenario of a bombarded world.
Right. I remember that part.
Rest assured, you are quite strong. Surprisingly so, I would dare say.
Yeah, what doesn't kill you, I guess. This is the part of going to kill you in the end.
Wise words. And in regards to one thing, I presume that what you've witnessed both on Maimon's station as well as here has shown you that we're quite capable, and your report will more than likely be fruitful to your superiors.
If nothing else, you have a great ways of information extractions. And let's say jovial torture.
Well, if he did try, as Stefan puts his porcelain hand on Sam's shoulder, if he did try, you would have lost your mind way before the 5-minute mark. You'd be a bumbling mess, eagerly wishing for us to ask you questions just so the pain would stop.
Yeah, been there before.
For his casual demeanor, Samuel here wouldn't ever want to be in a chair facing him.
Agreed. In any case, I think that we have enough information to work on, to expound on, and Ripsaw over there caught the bulk of the episode, so we should be able to dissect further any kind of possible other meanings or interpretations.
Well, good. Doesn't make much sense to me. Just death, destruction, and unnatural power.
Nonsense, Cassius. You've been with us one day and you already pulled your weight.
Yeah.
Take some pride in that.
I'll do what's needed of me. But I'd much rather if you'd just give me a list of targets. Maybe
It's never that easy, Cass. It is never that easy.
Yes, and if it was, there'd be no need for you.
You'd be surprised.
You would be surprised what a few of our members can do. Like I said, I don't rate your skills too highly just yet. You did fail to shoot me.
You are aware I didn't try to shoot you.
Maybe, maybe not. Maybe it was just bad reflexes on your part then? Is that what you're saying?
It was a statement.
Yeah, well, I call bollocks on your statement. But worry not. This will just stay, of course, amongst the group. I doubt you'll get out alive. Not many of us do. As he gives a little... as he looks towards Stefan and the rest of the group. I don't think any of us will be getting out of this lot alive. But hey.
Probably not. Sorry.
There we go. That's the right attitude. Remember, you're a tool. A tool for us to use. And a tool that is being used.
Pay little attention to him, yes. However, he does have a point. Survival isn't enough. You, in such an environment, you'll need to thrive.
Oh, I do not mind. I've already told you I am here to be of assistance, so that this whole thing does not go tits up.
Don't worry.
And as long as you do your job sufficiently, I won't have to step in.
Well, I'm so glad to hear that. The last thing I would want is someone else to get in my way. Already had too much of that as of late.
Jesus,
Your mic's starting to go again, Doug.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Is it good now? I just unplugged it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's so annoying, dude. It's like a $260 headset. I'm so fucking pissed that this shit's already broken.
I mean, it sounds like the headset is fine. It's like the connection where it's inserted. The cord.
Like,
yeah.
Next time
I'm just gonna
wait till after Christmas. I'm just gonna get a new dollar headset on a deal, hopefully.
I mean, watch the socket. See if it's on the end of the machine, not the headset.
No,
Yeah,
I know what it is. One of the cats got a hold of the fucking wire and they punctured through the actual like connecting device. And so it's like I have to turn this bitch like a specific way to even get it to work. Fucking cats, dude. Fucking cats.
That hurts to hear.
That hurts to hear it. That's a $200 pain to me, my man.
Oh yeah, I mean, but it's nice though. I mean, it works, but it's like it's when it doesn't work, and when that happens, it fucks shit up.
Machine spirits, right? Who knows how they work?
Yeah, exactly. Mysterious things. Ripsaw. Where's Ripsaw?
But yeah.
Yeah, this was a pretty good session. I enjoyed this.
Yes, I hope you enjoyed your introduction to the party.
I did.
If you feel like I'm surrounded by psychotic people,
no,
good.
Surrounded by 100% testosterone on every whiffable
Wow.
level.
Wow. I didn't know you invested so much into charm.
I am a little bit like I am not 100% sure on what the fuck the mission is. Like, we want to go through the portal, I get that.
If it helps, I can send you my mind map on the Blood print case, but it's more like notes, and I don't think you'll understand anything.
I saw your advancement page. If it's anything like that, might not help.
Okay, let me stream. Let me stream it a bit and tell me if any of it makes sense. This is the entire case, by the way.
Hang on, where do I see it here? Hang on. Okay, now I can see it. Okay.
This is just the.
Okay, I need to see this.
Yes.
I need to see
Oh, you've seen it. You've seen it before.
AI code.
It's like different connections. Greens one are positive, blue ones are neutral, red ones are hostiles.
Alright, so how's Maimon? Where are you there? Has such a scepter of the scepter of life, elder relic is by house. Brosbrom. Stolen from the okay.
Wait, where is this? Where did you post this, Stefan?
It's you can join the stream in Discord.
So how's Maimon likes Eldars, or at the very least Sorndidor. Possible connections is confirmed. Battle in Xenos. Okay. By the way, as Ordo Xenos, I actually don't know this. Do we kill Xenos like on site 100% of the time? Is that a thing? Like, is that what they do?
Just like humans, I would say, as Ordo Xenos. If they shoot back, you shoot them. If they are